Hello, welcome back. Today I have some cool old mall stuff to share with you guys. This one here, so these are both from the same mall that's local to me. It's called Sangertown Square in New Hartford, New York, which is like upstate near about an hour from Syracuse. Utica is the closest big city to it. But this one here, so this is from 1990 or very early 91. This one on the left is from like 2010 or 2011, so about 20 years apart. Put that one to the side. We'll look at this one first. So how I came across this one, because this is, 30 years old at this point. So this is a full map and list of stores. There's more on this side. This one's the same thing, but it's not quite as big. But we'll look at this first. So this is, like I said, a brochure from about 1990, 1991. I got this from a bar that's actually really close to the mall. They just happened to have one. One day at work, actually, we were trying to figure out where a certain restaurant was that used to be here. And we mentioned it, I think, to the person that owns that bar. And he's like, hey, I got something. He had one of these. So he gave it to us, and I ended up taking it home. But this is the cover. This is the back of it, showing you some directions. The reason I want to take a video is because I do have some pictures out there, but the pictures, it's really hard to zoom in and read stuff on the map, especially. So I figured this is a high-quality kind of view of it if you want to pause and read some things. But this part, interestingly enough, on the more recent one, I say more recent, this is like 15 years old itself, but this has not changed. The text from this is like the same word for word, which is pretty cool. The map is a little different. This is a like Google Maps one now, it looks like. But this is just kind of like a drawing, and this is actually changed on pretty much, I'm sure I think there's another road in here that wasn't here at the time that is now, and so that's somewhat accurate, but this over here is more like customer service stuff, some things that they offer at the mall, services and such. And then this right here is an old photograph of the customer service desk at what used to be Center Court. Now you can see there used to be like a fountain and stuff in the middle there. That's been torn out if you've been in this mall before. There used to be a restaurant there, Margaritas, I think it was called. But we'll go to the interesting part now, the list of the stores that used to be there. Now, there's like, I think maybe one or two in this list that are still there, and I'll go through them when I see them. But department stores, the anchors were Bradley's, Hess's, which later became a Kaufman's, which later became a Macy's, JCPenney, and Sears. Sears is now Boscov's, and then Bradley's is a Target. They actually tore down the original Bradley's building and expanded Target, and it ate up some inside of the mall, which you'll see on this map. I can point it out. Some women's ready-to-wear, all different stores. I'm sure a lot of those ring a bell for some people. The Limited, that became, I think, Limited 2. I remember Limited 2, but not the Limited. A lot of these places just no longer exist, or they've changed names or gotten bought out, and there's all sorts of things. Like Radio Shack, for example, that jumps out to me. Saturday Matinee. Now, this is how I know what year this is probably from, because Saturday Night Matinee and Cinnabon are listed as opening in March of 91. So it has to be either really late 1990, like November, December. Probably November, December, honestly. Or it could be really early 1991, January, February. But that's how I know what year this one's from. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. Food especially, there's a fraction of this left. I don't think any of these food places are there anymore besides Sicilian Delight. But we had Arby's, Choo Choo's, China Gourmet, Fanny Farmer, Friendly's, Hemstraw's, which is a local thing. They still have a bakery you can go to, but it's not in the mall anymore. Hot Dogs and More, McDonald's, O'Toole's, which was actually the restaurant. We were trying to figure out where it was. Direct Sub, Pizza Hut Express, Pretzel Shop, Ruby Tuesday, Sicilian Delight, Taco Bell, Freshens Yogurt, and Cinnabon, which wasn't open yet. But some more things down here. White Sim at 9, too. A couple of arcades, which are no longer there. So many shoe stores, too. But this is the cool part here. This is the map. So we got Hoyt Cinema 9 Timeout. Now, this was the movie theater over here. This today is like Billy B's. Everything from this blue box up is now Target. They tore a lot of that down. But there's that restaurant we were talking about, O'Toole's. The food court in the middle here. All that stuff pretty much is gone, like I said, besides Sicilian Delight. This is JCPenney's, which that's gone. That's now Action Park, I think, something like that. We got Woolworth, FW Woolworth. There's that Saturday Night Matinee that hadn't opened yet. This is down Hess's, which was Kaufman's, then Macy's last. That's nothing still. Victoria's Secret's still there, actually, in the same spot. These two spaces next to it, I think, became... Or this one might be pink, I think. And this, I think, is... what's it called? Oh, no, this, I guess, would be Spencer's. So this is probably all pink now. This used to be Pins all in here. That's gone now. That closed. And then Sears, which is now Boscov's. Let's turn it this way. This one's going to be kind of tough because all the colors are weird. Deb Shop, Klein's All Sports, that's all gone. A lot of that stuff now is torn out. Ritz Camera, Fan Club. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. This one is really interesting because... Like I said, the inside of the mall doesn't look like that hardly anymore, and all those stores have been eaten up and turned into bigger spots. Now, this is the more recent one. There's some pen written on it, like Sharpie stuff. I forget why we did that. But this is a list of the stores from, like, 2010. This one's a little bit easier to read because it's a white backdrop. But yeah, even a lot of these places aren't there anymore. I mean, there's definitely more still there, but look at this list, there's a ton of stuff that's just gone now. And then here's the map they provide. They don't actually show the individual spaces like the other one does. It just gives you like a block. So this like 112, there's a bunch in here that are 112 and they're in that block. But yeah, the anchors are just almost the same. Sears and JCPenney, Macy's, and Target are different, but Dick's and H&M came in. Yeah, they built on Dick's Sporting Goods, I'm pretty sure. And then I think this older one, the one from 91, that's even before. Yeah, because this right here used to be Circuit City. That was nothing at this time. Now it's a Home Goods, I think, and they gave it an entrance inside the mall. But yeah, that wasn't there either. So it's changed a little bit over the years. But yeah, these are both pretty cool. I hang on to them just because why not? They're not something people typically would save. But yeah, there's some more older pictures when they still had like the fountain in front of Macy's in the old style. Yeah, they went through the inside of the mall, I think in like 2016, something like that. And they took out a lot of the original interior, like the floors and stuff, and some features. They had like the fountains and benches and planters and whatnot, and they like modernized it, and they took a lot of stuff out. So now, I mean, it's, you know, clean and updated and modern looking, but it is very boring compared to what it used to be. There's a ton of old pictures out there from actually Sangertown. I think they posted it on their Facebook for a while. They were doing like flashback Fridays or something. But yeah, pretty cool little pieces of history. That this one, I might be one of the only people left that has one of these. Same thing with this one, honestly. But either way, hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, definitely visit this mall if you'd like to. It's still there. It's, like I said, there's not much left in it, but it's still there. And if you like Sangertown, I mean, you gotta go there kind of to keep it going. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.